Hey train friends, welcome back to The Layout. Today we have a fun review of a new product from Trainz, Trainz with a Z. And I also got this awesome shirt and another little cool surprise. We're going to check that out today on PGHTRAINFANATIC. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. And let's go. We're going to do a little install on the layout today. Can't wait to share it with you guys. Alright, so the first item up is this little capsule that has a figure inside. Let's crack it open and see who's in there. It just so happens to be the chief engineer at Trainz, Scott Griggs. And if you're not familiar with Trainz, it's trainzwithaz.com. Check out their website. It's a one-stop shop for your next model railroading purchase. And while you're there, use my code PGHTRAINFANATIC to save $10 off one order of $50 or more. Alright, so we're going to remove our Scott Griggs figure from this package, cut off the little base from the feet, and there we have it. And there is the Scott Griggs figure. And next we're going to do something a little fun, what I like to call Where is Scott Griggs? It's kind of like Where's Waldo, but we're going to place Scott around the layout, and you have to tell me where he's at in the comment section below. And if we can reach 250 likes on this video, I will give a winner a prize who has all 5 answers correct to all 5 scenes. So this is scene 1. Tell me if you can find Scott in scene 1. Leave it in the comment section below and let me know where he's at. Alright, so I received this package from Trainz, and it contains lighting system from Dwarvin. It's a wireless lighting system using fiber optics, and you can see here they sent me a couple different lighting options to use. One here is like a gooseneck looking street lamp, and the other one is a 2 globes O scale, and these look really great. I can't wait to try these out on the layout and see what they look like. You can see there's the fiber optics. On the back you can see it contains 2 of the carriage globes with 5 feet of the filament wire. Alright, and then next up is the lamplighter system itself. And here are the instructions. It tells you some basic instructions on how to use it, installation, some tips on cutting the fibers, and if your fibers aren't bright enough. And then here is the box itself. We're going to open this up and I'll explain exactly how this works. Alright, so in the box itself contains the lamplighter and the power adapter. This is a really easy system to use. These lights, like I said before, are fiber optic, and it's super easy to install. All you do is just plug the lights into this lamplighter box, which contains an LED inside. On the end is where you plug in your power adapter. On this end is the small rubber opening where you insert your fiber optic cables, and the light inside lights them up. And I like how there's spots on the end of the box for mounting it under your table. Here is the power adapter. It's just a basic DC power adapter. And the nice thing about it is it does have a switch on it, so you can turn it on and off without having to pull the plug out of the wall. Kind of like that. Okay, so next we're going to do a quick bench test with the lights and test it out before we install them on the layout. We have the power box plugged in with the power adapter, and we're going to open up these globe lamps and plug them in and see how they look. So again, super easy. I just took these fiber optic cables and plugged them into this rubber grommet, and immediately the light goes through the fiber optics and to the end of the globes. And the further you push in the fiber optic, the brighter the light gets. So you can adjust the brightness by pulling them in and out. And there you can see they light up really nice. They look great. Alright, and then next we're going to test out these gooseneck style street lights. These look really fantastic as well. And they have a little base at the bottom, and you'll have to feed that through the fiber optic. You can see here, and then the base of the light sits in it. Whenever you take these out, the fiber optics do tend to curl up like that, so that's normal. And you can see that the fiber optic does go into that shade. It's really neat how small and tiny it is. So again, we're just going to take these fiber optics and install them into the rubber end of the lamplighter system, and you can see how bright those got. As I pushed it in further, they got brighter and brighter, and they look really good. You can see here on my hand, it looks fantastic, and they light up a decent amount. Alright, so I just wanted to quickly show you some of the products here on Trainz website. If you search for Dwarvin, you can see all kind of products come up, and not only for O scale, for N scale, HO scale, all different kinds of things like dwarf signals and crossing sensors, even billboards, a lot of different things, really neat. And if you go to page 2 here, this is the lamplighter box itself. You would need this to get started. This is the light itself with the power adapter, and that's the one we're reviewing here today. You can see it looks great, and it shows that light as an example. And again, here are some more of the products. The two that we're going to be reviewing today are the pair of O-scale gooseneck lamps and the pair of O-scale globe lamps. So if you get a chance, if you're interested in this system, check out trainz.com, and you can see all different kinds of products, and maybe something will appeal to you for your layout. Okay, and here is scene number 2 for Where is Scott? Tell me where Scott is in scene number 2. Can you find him? Alright, so we're going to get started with installing these lights on my layout. So I chose to start with the globe lamps first, and I've decided that I'm going to put them on the corners of this street right here on the sidewalk. These are MTH buildings with plastic bases, and I'm just going to drill into them. And then over here for the gooseneck lamps, I'm going to put one by my brewery, and then I'm going to put another one over by the train station parking lot and light up this area, and you'll be able to see the Griswold family a little bit better there too. Alright, now let's just take a little night shot and see what it looks like with the ceiling lights on for the clouds. And you can see this area over here it's kind of dark over by the guys loading up the beer onto the truck. And then on the corner of this street here, it would be nice with some street lights. I think that's going to look really nice. And then over here by this parking lot, you can see it's not really bright by the Griswolds. So again, this is a super easy system to install. You really literally just drill holes in your layout and feed the fiber optic cable in. This particular globe base does require a little bit of a wider drill bit because the base of the globe lights have a thicker peg that you have to set down into the layout. And then we'll just give a quick vacuum up with our mess and be careful not to suck up any people. Alright, so you can see there I have the holes drilled, and we're going to start to feed in the fiber optics now. And it's just easy as feeding them in, and then we'll receive them under the layout later on when we install the lamplighter box. And there is the first globe light being installed on the layout, and you can see already, that looks fantastic. Can't wait to light these up and see what it looks like. Alright, and then we're just installing the second globe now, and you can see that looks great as I knock over a bunch of the figures on the layout. I use a wax for my figures, most of them at least, and it's easy to just set them right back up like that. Okay, here is scene number 3 for the Where is Scott Griggs? Alright, so now we're going to install these gooseneck lamps, and these ones are just a little bit different because it does have that base on it like I was mentioning before. So you have to feed it onto the fiber optic cable before you start putting it through the layout. And there's that base there, and the gooseneck lamp itself just pops right into the top of it. But you'll see that it doesn't really stay on the layout very well, so you end up having to glue the base down, and that's what I did. I just used some super glue right underneath that, and you can see here there's the base glued on now, nice and firm, and then you can put the light right back into it and it stands up nice and straight now. I did find that even after the base was glued in, these are a little wobbly, kind of not so great, but maybe it was just the layout not being level in that one spot. But you can see it does, you can spin it around in any direction you want, but the fiber optics underneath the layout kind of want to pull it in one direction. I decided to move the light on this brewery over to the left a little bit away from the street, and we're going to install it on this spot next. So on this one I learned a little bit better. I glued down the base before trying to feed the wire through the layout, and there it is now. I'm super gluing that down, and next we'll feed the wire or fiber optic cable through the base and down into the layout and get this light installed and connected. And here is scene number 4 for Where is Scott. This one's a little bit tougher. See if you can find them. Alright, so underneath the layout I just installed my lamplighter box mounted with the holes provided, and you can see the fiber optics are installed and they're lit up. And here they are installed on the layout, and they light up the layout great. I love the globe lamps, they're really nice, and these gooseneck lamps are really fantastic looking as well. You can see there's the light as well. We're going to turn the lights off and check it out at night. And here it is with the lights dimmed down, and check out how nice it lights up the dock loading area there with the men loading beer on the flat truck. That looks great. And then over on the street corners, got the globe lamps lighting it up really nicely, and I just love those. I need to get some more of them for some of the other corners on the streets. And then here's the light over by the Griswold family, and it just lights it up nice at night, and you can see them really good now. I love that. So my overall impressions with this lighting system are that it's obviously very easy to use, easy to install, and it looks really good. I would say just based off of the cost, it is a little pricey. However, you're paying for the simplicity of the product, and I think it is worth it if you're willing to invest in it. So I appreciate the opportunity to review this product from Trainz. Thanks so much, guys, and let me know what you think about it. Alright, and here is the last and final scene 5 of the Where's Scott. This one is pretty tough. If you can find them, let me know. Remember to leave all your answers in the comments below. And I said before, if we can get to 250 likes, we'll do one giveaway. If we can get to 500 likes, I'll choose a second winner. It'll be a random drawing, and I'll let you know if you win.